Now a tragic story involving a close friend of the Obama family. Massachusetts State Police say a body found today off Martha's Vineyard was that of their personal chef, Tafari Campbell.
Beyond all the fancy and exciting things happening in Hollywood, there's something else grabbing people's attention on social media: the puzzling vanishing and unfortunate passing of none other than Obama's personal chef. The rumor mill suggests that there might be more to this story than meets the eye, with whispers of a setup and someone having a strong desire to make him disappear. But let's not just brush this off, because we've got an intriguing scoop for you. Our sources have managed to get hold of some exclusive insider details regarding the true events surrounding his disappearance. So make sure you stick around until the very end of this video. You won't want to miss a single detail. Let's rewind to a sunny day in July 2023, when something really sad happened that caught everyone's attention. Tafari Campbell, a talented chef who used to cook delicious food for former President Barack Obama, found himself in a terrible accident. He was out paddleboarding near Martha's Vineyard, and something went terribly wrong. He ended up drowning. It's heart-wrenching to think about, especially since he was just 45 years old. But here's where things get interesting. After this tragic accident, some important details about what exactly happened were kept secret. We didn't know who was there when it happened, or who called the emergency number 911. It's like there's a hidden puzzle that we don't have all the pieces to. You know, the news people are a bit like detectives. They want to find out and tell us the whole story. But the police didn't give them all the facts this time. They said that they have a special reason for keeping certain things private. Some people think this isn't quite fair. After all, knowing the full story can help everyone understand what happened better. But no need to worry, as we'll be dishing out all the drama right here. So, Tafari Campbell is basically the mastermind behind the tasty dishes that graced the tables of Barack Obama and his crew back when they were ruling the White House. And even after Obama's presidential term ended in 2016, Campbell's culinary journey continued. The Obamas truly enjoyed his cooking and held him in high regard. And get this, Campbell's name wasn't just a name, it was the key ingredient to the Obama era. If you were in the know, like aides and reporters, you'd recognize him as the genius behind the flavors from 2008 to 2016. And his culinary skills even landed him in pictures taken by the Associated Press and a YouTube video created by Obama's team.
Curating a lot of air, which would make the beer taste better. They're all topped off.
Now, let's discuss the incident according to the police. At the time of his death, he was visiting the Obama family compound in the village of Edgartown on the Massachusetts island of Martha's Vineyard. It was a calm Sunday evening around 7:40 p.m. when authorities responded to a report of trouble near the Obama family's residence. According to the report, someone had seen a person in distress while paddleboarding close to the property. Despite efforts from emergency services, including fire trucks, state police, helicopters, and divers, Campbell went underwater and didn't resurface. On Monday morning around 10 a.m., a discovery was made. A body, approximately 100 feet from the shore, in water about 8 feet deep. Later, the Massachusetts State Police confirmed the person's identity was indeed Tafari Campbell, a 45-year-old from Dumfries, Virginia. Initially, people thought that the Obamas weren't at their home when Campbell passed away. However, later on, the Boston Globe reported that the couple were elsewhere on the island Sunday, as mentioned by the former president's office. This new piece of information instantly sparked some attention, especially among well-known social media figures who lean toward the right side of the political spectrum. They started suggesting that maybe the Obamas were keeping their location secret to hide where they were when Campbell's drowning happened. Barack and Michelle Obama didn't stay silent about Campbell's tragic passing. They shared a statement that said, "When we were getting ready to leave the White House, we asked Tafari to stay with us, and he generously agreed. He's been part of our lives ever since, and our hearts are broken that he's gone." The absence of clear information surrounding the circumstances of Campbell's tragic passing became a fertile breeding ground for a cascade of intriguing conspiracies. It's like stepping into a mystery novel where the pages are blank and the human mind eagerly fills in the gaps with imaginative tales. Now, let's venture into this labyrinth of speculation. Remember Walter Scheib? He's the former White House chef whose story is eerily reminiscent of Campbell's. Scheib met a similar fate, drowning during a hike in Teos, New Mexico back in 2015. He had been the culinary mastermind behind the meals served under the watchful eye of then First Lady Hillary Clinton. From 1994 to 2005, Shive's culinary wizardry graced the White House kitchen before President George W. Bush decided it was time for a change. But there's no concrete link between Shive's unfortunate end and the heart-wrenching loss of Campbell. However, intriguingly, this lack of a clear connection hasn't deterred certain influential voices from weaving narratives of potential ties. The underlying thread? Speculation swirls that perhaps these chefs were privy to secrets within the White House walls that led to their untimely fates. On social media, some posts have made a startling claim that Campbell's body was discovered showing signs of injury. One particular post on X, which used to be Twitter, grabbed attention with over 4 million views by August 1st. However, when experts looked into the situation, it was a different story. Officials who arrived at the scene and a medical examiner who examined the body found no visible injuries or harm. The Massachusetts State Police, responding to inquiries from PolitiFact through a spokesperson representing the Obamas, confirmed this. Interestingly, the statement clarifying this was not shared publicly through their usual channels. The police wanted to set the record straight. The first examination carried out by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner didn't uncover any signs that the death was suspicious or resulted from foul play. Still, there's more to the story. While the details haven't been fully disclosed due to pending toxicology reports, the official reason behind Campbell's passing hasn't been officially determined and announced. Patience is needed, as this could take a number of weeks, according to the police. As for the other person who was with Campbell on the paddleboard, the state police explained that this individual attempted to reach Campbell when he was in trouble, but unfortunately couldn't get there in time. Then they swam to the shore and informed someone else, who called 911 for help. It's important to note that Campbell wasn't wearing any sort of flotation device, and he wasn't tethered to the paddleboard in any way, the police revealed. On X, that same post that wrongly suggested Campbell had head injuries also wrongly stated that the Obamas stopped the official autopsy by local authorities and brought in their own mortician from D.C. to perform it. But the police set the record straight. Everyday folks, even past presidents, don't get to pick who does an official autopsy, and it certainly wouldn't be done by a mortician, who's mainly involved in preparing bodies for funerals. In Massachusetts, when deaths happen in violent, suspicious, or unclear circumstances, the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner takes on the responsibility of figuring out why. And here's the other claims. A bunch of people also speculated that Campbell might have drowned in water only 3 to 4 feet deep. They argued this to suggest that drowning was impossible. Also, it's worth noting that Campbell was quite skilled at swimming. In fact, there's even a video of him demonstrating his swimming abilities. But here's the thing. The pond usually has a depth of around 3 to 4 feet, as per info from the Martha's Vineyard Commission. However, the Massachusetts State Police made it clear that Campbell's body was found roughly 100 feet away from the shore in water about 8 feet deep. In addition, some online posts are saying that the Obamas have changed what they said about where they were when Campbell passed away. But the only comments we've heard from the Obamas were in a statement on July 24th to certain news sources, where they praised Campbell and called him a loved part of our family. At first, on July 24th, the Massachusetts State Police said that Barack and Michelle Obama were not at their house on the night Campbell went missing. They didn't say exactly where they were. A state police spokesperson said the same thing again on July 26th to the AP, confirming that the Obamas weren't at home on the night Campbell disappeared and that no one from the Obama family was with him at the pond. One more post suggests that some people are saying that the 911 call about Campbell wasn't made until the day after he disappeared and his body was discovered. A spokesperson from the state police informed us that the 911 call was actually made soon after Campbell went underwater. According to a news release from the Massachusetts State Police on July 23rd, the police and firefighters arrived at the scene around 7:46 p.m. on July 23rd and started looking for Campbell. However, they didn't find his body until around 10 a.m. on July 24th, which they mentioned in a later statement. But here's the really interesting part. Some folks are saying that Campbell was actually working on a book, a big one that would spill secrets about the Obama family, and some believe that this could be why someone might have wanted to make him disappear. But what are your thoughts on this matter? Do you believe that there might be some foul play involved in Campbell's case? Or do you consider it to be a simple accident? Share your opinions in the comments section. As we await further information,